Yeah, for real. Yeah. Been on the clock, man. No clock out rule. Yeah. Whew. What's good, what the law say? Friends are swinging in broad day. Stay online with y'all always. Line busy, no callway. Good hands, we in all state. One get it and we all straight. Pure love don't involve hate. Yeah. Please excuse myself apart. 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 Intertwined with the spirit, denying flesh in the lyrics. The world wanna dig it up. All I wanna do is kill it. Expensive tape to eat mallow. For bad vibes, gotta jam. Devil never getting through. Call me saint like the Lou. Pour the blue for the light. All I'm doing is the numbers. If you love them, tell them twice. Trying to wake them out of slumber. Beast searching for the weed. Wolves craving for a sheet. Got to jump on the dogs. Got it all from the laws. Burn it up with the grill. Or pick them up like a lil. Fire smooth out the reels. They think you who is a milk. People so full of jokes. Lost your line on a hoax. Dirty living to some dick. Couldn't clean it with no soap. Keep it honest with yourself. Truth good for your health. Seeing brought separation. It's either death or a belt. Play the cards how they dealt. Why you crying but some more? You're still alive, it can change. When you who and never lose. What's good, what the law say? Friends are swinging in broad day. Stay online with y'all always. Line busy, no callway. Good hands, we in all state. One get it and we all straight. Pure love don't involve hate. Yeah. Please excuse myself apart. 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 Please excuse myself apart.
Shalom, Yasharal. Kwam, Yasharala. I was when I thought about hitting the record button tonight, I said, well, I don't have anything I really want to talk about. Let's just keep reading. Let's just keep putting this out there. And a thought crossed my mind, like it often does. Why? Why should I do that? And then I go and I see the verse of the day. What's it say? Verse 3 of Daniel, chapter 12. And those who have insight shall shine like the brightness of the expanse, and those who lead many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. That's why. If we have any insight at all, we need to share it, relay it to our brothers and sisters out here, whoever it is that needs to hear it. We were in Ezekiel. I think we should be on chapter 36, so let's just roll with it. And you, son of man, prophesy to the mountains. Oh, no, we did read 36. We did. We'll go to 37. Chapter 37, verse 1. The hand of Yahuwah was upon me, and took me out by the spirit of Yahuwah, and set me down in the midst of the valley, and it was filled with bones. And he made me pass among them all around, and see there were very many on the surface of the valley, and see they were very dry. Now, I'm gonna pause right there. All growing up, I always thought that was literal. Everyone always taught that was literal, that Ezekiel was in a real valley where there were skeletons, and that's what you are to visualize. Well, I'm here to tell you that this is a parable. This is speaking about people who they got no desire to read the word of the Most High, let alone do it, which means they have no life. They're dry. There's no flavor to them whatsoever. They bear the shame of the nations. The word of the Most High is nowhere to be found. And he said to me, son of man, would these bones live? And I said, O Master Yahuwah, you know. Again he said to me, prophesy to these bones. And you shall say to them, O dry bones, hear the word of Yahuwah. Thus said the Master Yahuwah to these bones, see, I am bringing into you a spirit, and you shall live. And I shall put sinews on you, and bring flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put a spirit in you. And you shall live, and you shall know that I am Yahuwah. See, and if you're here, and you've went through this process of coming out of Babylon, and you're here, you want the truth, and you don't mind shedding off things, even if it's something that you are currently a part of. If you find that the truth is that that's something that goes against the word of the Most High, you've got no problem removing that from your life. You probably can relate with me and know that when we just read verse 6, that was talking about you and me. We can, when we're reading verse 6, I remember that process. I know about that process that's currently going on in my life and has been. That's been removing the dross out of my life. We're in Scripture, those of us who are Berean like, and we are here because we are thirsty and hungry. We read about ourselves constantly. Verse 7, and I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise and there was a rattling, and the bones came together, bone to bone. And I looked and saw sinews, and flesh came upon them, and skin covered them, but there was no spirit in them. He then said to me, prophesy to the spirit, prophesy, son of man, and you shall say to the spirit, thus said the Master Yahuwah, come from the four winds, O spirit, and breathe on these killed ones, so that they live. And I prophesied as he commanded, and the Spirit came into me, and they lived, and stood upon their feet, a very great army. And see, he back it up here, back to verse 7. Those were people who put on the appearance that they're Yasharal. But the true passion, the desire for the word, the hunger, the thirst, isn't there. But it will be if you choose. You choose to have the Spirit poured out upon you. And by choosing, that means that you search diligently for the word, through the word, for the truth, those pearls, those gates that'll get you in to the set apart place. And he said to me, son of man, these bones are all the house of Yasharal. See, they say, our bones are dry, our expectancy has perished, and we ourselves have been cut off. Therefore prophesy, and you shall say to them, thus said the Master Yahuwah, see, O my people, I am opening your burial sites, and shall bring you up from your burial sites, and shall bring you into the land of Yasharal. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah, when I open your burial sites, my people, and bring you up from your burial sites. And I shall put my spirit in you, and you shall live, and I shall settle you in your own land. And you shall know that I am Yahuwah. I, Yahuwah, have spoken, and I have done it, declares Yahuwah. And the word of Yahuwah came to me, saying, and you, son of man, take a stick for yourself and write on it, for Yehudah, and for the other, and for the children of Yasharal, his companions. Then take another stick and write on it, for Yosef, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Yasharal, his companions. Then bring them together for yourself into one stick, and they shall become one in your hand. And when the children of your people speak to you, saying, won't you show us what you mean by these? Say to them, thus said the Master Yahuwah, see, I am taking the stick of Yosef, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Yasharal, his companions, and I shall give them unto him with the stick of Yehudah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the sticks on which you write shall be in your hand before their eyes. And speak to them, thus said the Master Yahuwah, see, I am taking the children of Yasharal from among the nations, wherever they have gone, and they shall gather them from all around, and I shall bring them into their land. And I shall make them one nation in the land on the mountains of Yasharal, and one sovereign shall be sovereign over them all. And let them no longer be two nations, and let them no longer be divided into two reigns. And they shall no longer defile themselves with their idols, nor with their disgusting matters, nor with any of their transgressions. And I shall save them from all their dwelling places in which they have sinned, and I shall cleanse them. And they shall be my people, and I be their most high. while Daoud my servant is sovereign over them. And they shall all have one shepherd, and walk in my right rulings, and guard my laws, and shall do them. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given to Jacob, my servant, where your fathers dwell. And they shall dwell in it, they and their children and their children's children forever, and my servant Daoud be their prince forever. And I shall make a covenant of peace with them, an everlasting covenant it is with them. And I shall place them and increase them, and shall place my set-apart place in their midst forever. And my dwelling place shall be over them, and I shall be their most high, and they shall be my people. And the nation shall know that I, Yahuwah, am setting Yasharallah apart, and my set-apart place is in their midst forever. We have to be set apart. That last video was titled, Set Yourselves Apart. And you know how to do so. But one other way you have to, one thing you have to instill in your life if you haven't already, and that's the desire to read His Word and to gain the understanding necessary. If you're not doing that, you're not set apart. That is how we will be able to reign forever. The truth is what sets us free, and it sets us apart. Till chapter 38, I'm out.